When you think about the best strikers in the world, who comes to mind? Stop. Don't even think about it. Because there's only one clear answer. Robert Lewandowski, the best striker in world football right now. At 37 years old, he's still playing at the highest level. He's still scoring for the best team in the world. And yet again, he does it today after scoring 2 goals against Girona. Could have had a hat trick. Could have had scored 4. But his team didn't foul a little bit, but still, Lewandowski steps up again and shows why he's going to win the Pichichi. Kylian Mbappe scores 2 the day before, and I was like, oh, I can do it too, kid. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to quickly talk about the Barcelona win over Girona 4-1 at home. Oh, man, thankfully, we got the win today. And when they tied it, I was like, there's no way this is going to happen. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, in the back of my brain, I knew for a fact that we were going to win this game. And oh shit, they're showing that Eric Garcia is getting his 100th goal. So I'm literally recording this right, 100th goal, 100th game. I'm literally recording this right after the game. And, good shit, Eric Garcia, his 100th game for Barcelona. Hopefully he may stay with us for another season or two. But yeah, an amazing game from Barcelona. Back-to-back incredible games where they deserved 100% to win the game. And yet again today, we showed it against a side that, compared to last season, were a major threat to us, who caused us a lot of danger, a lot of heart problems, because those mother effers definitely gave us a lot of problems last season. But thankfully this season we have completely owned them, and we own them yet again after we score 4 on them. They get 1 goal from Danjuma, but the best team in the world would not let them down, let their fans down, and they get the win. 2 goals from Lewandowski, 1 own goal from Girona, and 1 goal from El Tiburón yet again, Ferran Torres. So yeah, let's quickly talk about the game in general. First half, complete domination from Barcelona. Complete and utter domination from Barcelona. And the fact that it ended only 1-0 was a complete and utter disgrace, because we were just all over them. We had multiple opportunities to score, but yet again, their goalie stepped up and we missed the clear opportunities. But let me talk about the lineup. I didn't even talk about the lineup. Szczesny in goal. Back line of Gerard Martin, Inigo Martinez, Alejandro Bal, Ronald Araujo, Jules Koundé. Midfield of Eric Garcia, Pedri, and Fermin Lopez, and up top, Gavi, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal. So, pretty good lineup to go with, especially since we have, get some rotations in, especially since on Wednesday we have to play against Atletico Madrid. So the main, rotations are Balde, Frankie de Jong, right? And Rafinha, who didn't even get any single minutes today. I don't know if it's just because he's tired or what it may be, but I was expecting a little bit more of minutes from him today, but we didn't get any today. But no problem, no problem with that. We'll most likely 100% see him start on Wednesday. But in general, Barcelona, again, like I said, in that first half, we're completely all over Girona. We were better from minute 1 to minute 45. Like, we were just all over them, creating multiple chances, where Girona, in that first half, were forced to defend a lot more. Like, when we think of Girona, especially from what we saw last season, we saw a team on the front foot who liked to control the ball as much as possible, but this game, they couldn't even string 5 passes together without immediately giving it back to Barcelona. We were just completely all over them. Some clear chances. Lamine was the main standout in that first half. He was the one creating all the chances, just going back and forth, taking on the defenders, going through them, creating the plays, creating good plays for us to try and score, but we just couldn't really take it until we got the free kick, and then boom, a little own goal when it touches one of the hand of the Girona player, and luckily it goes in. But 100%, like, we just deserved something in that first half, and thankfully we got it. Even if it wasn't from an own goal, we got it. We still got it. One of the things from that game was, in the first half, was a little controversial call from the referee when Fermin Lopez had the ball at the edge of the box after Lewandowski missed a clear chance where Lamine set out for him. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what happened to Fermin. Fermin gets fouled from behind from Asprilla after he kicks him in the leg, and he falls literally at the edge of the box. And at first, when I saw it, I was like, penalty, because I thought he actually was inside the box, until we took a closer look and it looked like his right leg was inside the box. So that could have been considered a penalty. But I think at first they were saying, oh no, it's a free kick from the outside the box. Okay, all right, whatever. It's still a close opportunity, right? But then the VAR calls him up, calls the ref over, tells him to come. The ref goes and checks it, and he says, free kick for Girona. What? How is that a free kick? What is this ref thinking, bro? what is this ref thinking? And that's not the only bad call this ref made today. He made some terrible calls when Lamine Yamal got pushed from behind from Herrera, who wasn't even looking at the ball. He was just going for Lamine, making sure he doesn't get the ball. And then Balde gets fouled inside the box in the second half as well. And nothing but this goalkeeper, this referee is obviously on something today. He obviously took something, aka what Lewa indicated last season. But yeah, some bad calls from the referee today. I don't understand what he was thinking. But in general, it was a game where Barcelona were completely over Girona, that we didn't really need those little calls to win this game. I knew for a fact that we were going to win this game because everyone was on it today. Gavi, Fermin, Lamine, Lewa, like the whole attack was great today. The whole midfield in general. Eric Garcia, I thought, had a really good game defensively. He was very good. He was stepping up massively, recovering a lot of balls, and even had the confidence going forward. Like, that's surprising. He's getting that confidence driving the ball forward, which is good to see. Pedri always having a great game as always has a great game defensively. There was this one play where Girona won the counter attack, and it was Pedri versus two of them, and he just anticipated it and read it so well. He stopped it all by himself, and then the whole crowd started screaming Pedri, 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 like we usually start seeing from him because he's just that great. But Pedri, another great match from him. The whole defensive line in general. The thing about the first half that was very frustrating is that there was absolutely no threat on the left side, and it's obviously because we don't have the likes of Alejandro Balde. Because when we have Gerard Martin, we know what we get from Gerard Martin: a great defensive presence, but going forward, absolutely zilch. We don't get the same things we see from what we get from Balde, right? So all the threats in that first half were coming from the right side from Lamine Yamal, and besides that, the whole left side was very, very quiet. So going into the second half, I was definitely asking for Balde to come in, or even a Rafinha to try and come in to, create some more threat on the left side, because for us to go, again, like I said, for us to go only 1-0 in that second half was, pretty like unacceptable. Like, we should have been up like 2 or 3 because we just created that many chances and we didn't take them. And obviously their goalkeeper went a little stupid too, saving some good chances. But we as much as we like, for these kind of games where you're creating a lot of chances, you're not taking them. We need to try to make some change to like create an impact and get the goals that we deserve. But Flicks decides to stay the same way in the second half, and then we concede a goal from Danjuma. Who am I to blame for that? It's mostly Araujo's fault. He tries to make a pass to Lewandowski, but at the same time, Lewandowski is just slow to it and doesn't get to it quick enough, or doesn't put his body well enough to cover the ball from the player from behind them. The Girona player from behind them wins the ball. They get the ball back. Inigo Martinez steps up, but Araujo stays next to Danjuma. They make the pass to Danjuma, and Danjuma gets through, and then he scores the goal. Great goal from him. But it was honestly so annoying because Girona were just completely dog shit the whole game. Like, they were so bad the whole game, and then we just give them this one chance and they score and they tie it 1-1. But again, one of the main differences from this Barcelona side compared to recent sides, last year, the year before, recent years, is the change in mentality, not only for the players but for the fans. I know for a fact every single one of you Barcelona fans, every single one of us thought in the back of our head that we were going to still win this match. Like, I haven't had this feeling about Barcelona in so long, where I knew when they tied or when we're down that we're going to make a comeback and win the game eventually. That's just how much Hansi Flick has transformed this team to not only change the mentality of the players, but change the perspective of the fans to be like, this team has improved so much that under Hansi Flick that we know we're going to get something out of this game. We know we're going to win. We know we're going to get the 3 point. We're going to get something, right? We're just going to win. But so the moment they tied it up, it was frustrating. Yeah, I was pissed. But at the same time, I'm like, we're going to get something back. I knew we're going to get something back. But I definitely wanted the changes immediately. I wanted Balde to come in, someone else to come in. But going into the second half, obviously, they get the goal. And I would say that in that second half, we were definitely still on the front foot. Girona started waking up a little bit more, starting attacking a little bit more. But at the same time, besides the goal, they barely, like, this whole game in general, they barely created any clear chances. Like, in the first half, they won one good play from Asprilla, who crosses it in to the Ukrainian player, I forgot his name, and he bombs it out. And then in the second half, obviously the goal, but besides that, I can't really think of any other thing Girona really did good, like the attacking wise, being as a threat. Like, they weren't great at all. Like, they were very bad. Like, it was honestly surprising, like, how much of a difference they were from last year to this year. But Girona were yeah, were terrible the whole game. But Barcelona started, is still in the second half of war in control, a little bit more shaky on the ball, but still in control of the whole match in general. The main difference was that Lamine in that first half was incredible compared to the second half. I think second half he slowed down a little bit. I'm not sure if he's like fatigue or whatever, but in the second half he definitely slowed down compared to the first half, because in the first half Lamine was the best player. Second half he started slowing down a little bit, but Barcelona get the second goal after Gavi crosses it in back post to Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez brings the ball, heads the ball into a dangerous area for Lewandowski to score a beautiful golazo. I don't know how the hell he scored that. Literally just got a touch into it, nutmeg the goalkeeper, and it goes in 2-1 Barcelona. What a great goal. That's literally a striker's goal. That is literally what you get from the best striker in the motherfucking world, brother. Man, Lewandowski, I love you. You are stepping up massively this season, and you're incredibly I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, Barcelona get the 2-1 advantage. And then we get the 3-1 after a little beautiful counterattack from the substitute, Frankie de Jong. What a beautiful half turn he makes. Like, gets away from the Girona player, drives the ball forward, takes the time to see, should I give it to Ferran? Should I give it to Lewa? Oh, let me give it to the best striker in the world. Gives it to Lewa. Lewa sets himself up for a beautiful curler into the back net. And 3-1 Barcelona. And then the fourth goal, from another little counterattack, Frankie de Jong makes a beautiful pass to Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin makes a beautiful pass into the middle for Ferran Torres, who takes a great first touch and a great first time finish. Because that is what you get from the second best striker in the world, El Tiburón, Ferran Torres. And Barcelona win the game 4-1. 4-1. In general, I said at the end of my stream that it was pretty kind of hard to pick who was the best player, who was the man of the match. But I edged it to Lewa for giving us the 2 goals, the 2 important goals to bring us the advantage and get us the win in general. But in general, every single player had a great game. The whole defense had a great. I think our worst player, I could say, worst in terms of like didn't have the greatest of games, was probably Ronald Araujo, because I think he was kind of flimsy in his passes. I don't think he was too confident in his passes. His passes weren't great, like compared to what would you get from a Cubarsí or Inigo Martinez. But in general, still, like defensively, he was very good. But it was still hard to pick who was the man of the match, because everyone was just incredible today. Like the subs were incredible today as well. Pablo Torre came in, a little cameo towards the end, and did great as well. Balde, who came in with Gerard Martin and Balde still staying on the pitch. You're like, all right, so Gerard Martin is gonna play the left back, and we expected Balde to play like the little left winger type spot, like little attacking wide, because we know Balde can be like as much as he's a left back, he's still like a very good attacker. And he did get some, like, he made some good interceptions going forward. We had a chance to score, and he took a one shot, and then he messed up one play. But very good play, a clear play too. I don't know how Balde messed up one, a clear chance. But besides that, every single sub was definitely good. I know Lewa for a fact was pissed off in those last 10 minutes, because we had like 3 opportunities to feed him for him to get the hat trick, and we messed up every single one of them. But yeah, I know for a fact he was pissed after the 90 minutes. But in general, still Barcelona get the win. An important 3 points to go up ahead. 3 points again from Real Madrid, who obviously got the win yesterday against Leganés, and now we are 9 points clear from Atletico Madrid, who have said multiple times in the past that as much as they're top of the league, as much as they're fighting for the league, as much as they made a 90 million signing of Julian Alvarez, sign whoever the hell they want, and as much as they win a little undefeated streak, as much as they beat Barcelona, I knew for a fact in the back of my mind that they were still not going to win the league. I've said it multiple times. They're not going to win the league. Atletico are just not like that, bro. That's the history of Atletico, and that is what Simeone represents. And we've seen these last couple weeks what Atletico Madrid are under Simeone. Scaredy cats. That's all I can say. Atletico Madrid fans, it's time to move on. Start forcing Simeone off. Start forcing Simeone out of the club if you want success. Because you clearly got the money. You clearly got the money. You literally changed the name of your whole stadium to get some bread. So you got the bread. Start making some changes if you want success. That's all I can say. But to end it off, great game from Barcelona. Another sensational, back-to-back sensational matches from Barcelona. Continuing this streak in 2025. I'm pretty sure we're still unbeaten in all competitions. We've just been that great this season. And hopefully we continue this form for Wednesday, because one of the things I did say in the game where Pau Cubarsí, I was like, okay, for Cubarsí, it was kind of odd to see if Cubarsí was going to start on Wednesday, because he wasn't like, we were getting like late into the game and he wasn't coming in until he finally came in. So that basically confirmed to me that Flick is for sure going to go for Inigo Martinez and Cubarsí against Atletico Madrid on Wednesday, because him getting those little minutes in the end. And even though Rafinha didn't even get any minutes, it's still like we know he's for sure going to start because he's just that important of a player. I'm not sure why he didn't get any minutes today. I don't know if it's fatigue or I don't know what it is, but we know for a fact he's going to start against Atletico Madrid on Wednesday, and hopefully we get the dub on Wednesday. And I will be streaming that match, so make sure to tune in for all my socials down below and everything. But yeah, Barcelona, important win, another important 3 points. Barcelona, the best team in the world, continuing to dominate La Liga, and hopefully we continue like this until we play Real Madrid, which I think will be the decider of the league. As much as Barcelona have a final 4-game stretch where it's going to be difficult matches, because we have Real Madrid, Espanyol, I think Villarreal, and Athletic Club. Like, those are 4 difficult matches to go for the last 4 games of the league. 4 difficult matches, but I still think that against Real Madrid in May is going to be the decider for the league. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Barcelona on this side. Hopefully we win the league, and hopefully we knock out Atletico Madrid this Wednesday for the Copa del Rey. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure like, comment, subscribe, do all those good things. Let me know down in the comments who was your man of the match, what you thought about the game in general. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, whenever that is. Much love and peace.